I just wanted to do a bit of a recap. It was a really great conversation. It's the first time we've had a room, and it was really a good experience. Excited because it was our first one. We're actually going to do it every week as well. But specifically yesterday, we were talking about marketing overwhelm. And it's something that kind of comes back again and again because we all experience that, whether on the receiving end from other marketing messages that we might have coming into us, or the need to do that for our own customers and clients. And it just gets too much. And we feel the need or the pressure to be everywhere all at the same time. So you've got literally just social media. You've got Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Clubhouse as well, and that's literally just those social channels really. And that doesn't take into account all the other things that you need to do with your business, like creating your products and services, or buying stock, or shipping orders, managing clients, doing your accounts, and the list goes on and on. So we have to try and think about how we can manage that. It kind of comes to a point where you're managing more than just marketing. You're managing your whole business as well. But specifically marketing, it's important that you don't overload yourselves. It's about taking a really simple, uncomplicated approach. So the first one is strategies. Now, these are strategies that will help you to work smarter, not harder. So the best way to do this is to review what you are currently doing. Assess what's working, and then you should be able to make a decision on what to stop doing. So an example of this would be if you find that you are on multiple social media channels, you just don't need to be there. If you find that you look at your measurements, look at your analytics, and you find that people from, Instagram stories, they're not converting, they're not joining your email list, they're not even going to your website, don't do them. Give yourself a break, cut yourself some slack, and just ease off. Get some time back in your diary. If it's not working, don't waste your time. It's things like reels or whatever. I mean, I've never done a reel. I'm sure they are great, and the more you practice, you probably get better at them. But if it's not working for you, they take time to do. And that's time that you could be spending on doing something that will work. So that's quite key. There are also other things you can do. So when you've got lots of marketing that's coming towards you and you are experiencing kind of that overwhelm, TV ads even, Facebook ads, sponsors, links, and all the rest of it, it all comes at us 100 miles an hour. You can review those as well. So turning off notifications on your phone. The phone goes ping all day long, and it's too much. So turn them off. Muting or unfollowing social media accounts and things like that. They're not going to know. Give yourself a break and ease off. Choose what you want to spend your time on. Your time is precious. Don't waste it. And avoid comparing yourself to other people that you see on social media. You aren't them. You need to be yourself, be unique. Stay away from those things that kind of feed that overwhelm. And don't think that they've got their shit together either. They probably haven't. It might look like it on the surface, but they probably haven't either. They're probably experiencing exactly the same overwhelm that you have right now. So that's key for that one. The next one is planning. Planning is a godsend if you stick to it. So it's all very well having plans and calendars and this, that and the other. You've got to stick to it. Now I do time blocking. So I will use my diary and I will block out certain amounts of time for different clients, certain amount of times for different activities, etc. Planning tasks specific days or times. Make sure you have a diary manager, to-do lists, whatever works for you. Sarah in particular, she's great at this. She's brilliant at bullet journaling, and that can be really, really effective and look beautiful. Sarah's journal looks beautiful all the time. The next thing is to look at scheduling tools. Now, I'm sure everybody probably has at least one scheduling tool for social media. use them. They are mostly, you can find free options as well. I use them for Pinterest, Instagram, all sorts of things. Facebook has its own built in, so you should be using those. You can plan in, so going back to planning, plan in a block of time to bulk create, and then use the scheduling tool to put those out. So that can take care of things quite happily for you, and you don't have to panic that you haven't spoken to anybody or haven't posted for 2 weeks and that kind of thing. What's also quite key here is don't feel the need that you have to do things 3 times a day. That's just overkill. If you're not seeing results, then you don't need to do that. The next one is automation. Again, this is a real time saver. If you've got email marketing, for instance, a lot of this stuff can be automated, so use it. But also look at things like messenger bots, so Facebook messenger bots or Instagram message responses. Those things can be automated too, so use those. And again, it takes off that pressure of having to do something manually. The last one is kind of the last one as a last resort, or maybe it's quite a shrewd decision. Outsourcing. If you find that you have more to do than you are able to do yourself, outsourcing can be a really good option. And there's some really good VAs out there that can do all sorts of amazing things. So that's a really good backup plan. I think that probably the best thing to do is to start at the beginning. So right back at the beginning, when I said that you need to do a little bit of a review, assess what you're doing and whether everything is working for you. You may be able to eliminate quite a lot just from doing that little review and cut some of the workload out for you. At the end of the day, if you are only able to focus on one thing, do that one thing that will give you the biggest benefit. And then you can't go far wrong.